real estate agents and people thinking about becoming a real estate agent. Have you ever wondered how you make the transition from being new to doing well as a solo agent, which is, by the way, self-employed, to actually owning a business that is scalable? In this 5-part series, I'm going to show you the exact 5 steps. I've already covered part 1 and part 2. In this video, I'm going over part 3, but if you missed the first 2, make sure you go back and watch those. Stand by for part 3 now. All right, in this video, I'm going to go over part 3 and how to build a scalable real estate business. Something that can grow, something that can give you income even when you are not working with clients. That, I think, is the goal of, or should be the goal, if you want to get into the real estate business. You don't just want to have something where, if you put in time, you get back money. That's not a good trade over the long haul. It's why most real estate agents have trouble retiring. So I'm going to try to teach you on this video and others, by the way, how to avoid that trap of just trading time for money. In part 1, I reviewed how to become a successful solo agent, how to get up to 2 deals a month. In part 2, I talked about how to make your first hire. You go from 2 deals to 3, maybe 4 a month. Well, in part 3, I'm going to teach you what you need to get to 4 or 5 deals a month, and that is hire an inside sales agent. A lot of people don't know what an inside sales agent is. Some people call them dialers, some people call them scrubbers, but they are basically someone that works the phone for you, right? They can call inbound leads, right, which are leads that come in from all of your marketing. They can call outbound leads, which is typically calling a geographic area. It can be calling expireds. It can be calling FSBOs or withdrawn listings. But their role is to generate more appointments from you, to take the marketing you've done, the reputation you've built up, the statistics behind your name, use all of that and your database to get you more buyer and seller appointments. An inside sales agent, by the way, typically is paid a base salary plus a percentage of the closings, a percentage of the commissions. It's typically going to take them 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 or 6 months to build up their pipeline, right? Because they have to get through leads, book appointments. Then those people have to go out and see homes with you or go through a listing presentation, then get under contract, and then go to closing, and that's when they get paid their bonuses. So it's a good idea to keep that in mind. Set that expectation with them up front. Make sure you give them a little bit more money on the base salary part, those first 2 to 6 months. We found on our team, and we've built a business, by the way, that sold as many as nearly 1,100 homes per year. We've found that inside sales agent retention goes up if they have a little bit higher base than what their steady state will be, and it kind of declines a little bit over 6 months. That way they're front loading some of their salary while they get through that period of building up their pipeline. If you've gotten to this point, by the way, you're probably pretty good at closing people for appointments. There's plenty of training out there. We have it at the HYPERFAST Academy, by the way, our training program where we teach you about inside sales agents, inside sales agent teams, which is the next step. Eventually you got to build out more in every department, but you want to make sure you're monitoring them. You're listening to their calls at first. You're getting your daily reports from them. They're telling you how many times, how many hours they spent on the phone, how many live people they talked to, how those conversations went, how many appointments they booked. So you want to know all of that up front. You want to make sure you're monitoring that and tracking them. And by the way, it's not a bad idea, and I know some people are going to be intimidated by this and not want to do it, but it's not a bad idea to hire 2 of them at first, because a lot of times they're just not going to work out. So if you want to get one really good one, even though you always hire and think it's going to work out, right? Statistically, that just doesn't happen. You might want to make the investment of hiring 2 inside sales agents right away. All right, and here's the thing about it. I know you might say, paying a couple $1,000s a month for this salary, it's for 6 months, and maybe they don't work out. It's not worth it. Well, it typically only takes them booking 1 or 2 appointments that you convert to pay for their salary. So the economics behind this are supported, and it's a necessary step, I believe, before you get to step 4 in building out your real estate business, which I'm going to talk about in the next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my content on this channel. Turn on post notifications, and please share this with other real estate agents and real estate investors.